Hello everyone, my name is Aditi Goel and I work as a consultant with Encryption Consulting. In this video, we'll learn about the implementation of Windows Hello. Make sure you're up to all the prerequisites as discussed in Windows Hello for Business video. So our first step will be to download an on-premise agent. And for that, log into your Microsoft Entra Connect. Then we'll go to Cloud Sync. In Cloud Sync, go to Agents. Then download the on-premise agent. Click on Accept Terms and Download. And copy the file from here. Then go to your virtual machines. Remember, in prerequisites, we have mentioned that your PKI should be up and running along with NDS server. Then in domain controller, we will paste that provisioning agent setup. Then in Active Directory, go to the home search for users. Then in virtual machine, open Server Manager. Go to Tools, Active Directory Domains and Trusts. Our domain is encryptionconsulting.com. Then on Active Directory Domain and Trust, right-click, select the properties. From Active Directory, go to Domain. Check the domain whose status should be available and primary should be checked. Select the domain, then choose to download Microsoft Entra ID Connect. Here, click on Download. Then on virtual machine, we'll write encryption intern on .onmicrosoft.com. Click on Add, then OK. We can see on Domain Controller desktop we have two setups. Then we'll go to Server Manager, Tools, Active Directory User and Computer. Then we'll select on Domain and on top we can see Create a new organization in current container. That is the fourth from right option. I'll make a new folder of the name Microsoft Intern. Then we'll add new user, and for that, right click, new user. Then here I can see that I need to change the domain also. Now, I'll also show you what happens if we enter weak password. Uncheck the user must change password to password never expires. Okay, so see this pop-up shows. Now we'll add the user to member. User select domain admin, right click, Properties, go to Members, write the username we just created, check name. Then we'll do the same in Enterprise Admin Properties. Then on the encryption intern, I'll go to the user I just created, and then here on account, I'll check if everything here is correct. Yeah, I think we are good to go. Then let's go to organization, write the company name. Here I'll write encryption on premises. Close everything now. We are ready to install Microsoft Azure Active Directory Connect. Now Azure Active Directory Connect is installed. Go to Customize. Uncheck the Use an existing service account. Click on Install. Click the Enable Single Sign-On option. Then click on Next. Now here, make sure to write the Global Administrator or Hybrid Identity Administrator credentials. Then click on Next. So now because you haven't changed the advanced privacy settings, for that, we'll go to Internet, Settings, choose the safety option, then Privacy, Advanced option, then select the pop-up. Click on Clear Site, Setting, change the blocking level to Low Allow, Content, Clear SSL State, select the advanced settings. I'll uncheck two options, use SSL 3.0 and this other one. Warn if changing between services. Click on OK. Search, Services, Application Identity. We'll install both Azure Active Directory Connect and Azure Active Directory Sync. Again, do the same here. Get it approved from Authenticator app. Add directory here. Username will be my domain controller name. Enter the username which I've just created. Click on Next. Then we'll check Continue without matching. All UPN. Click on Next. Select Passwords right back. Refresh the windows. Then click on Install. So I can see here that the config is completed. I'll just exit. Then I'll install the setup we have created earlier. Install. Now we'll complete the configuration. For that, select Extension. Select the HR-driven extension. Next, Authenticate. Select the Global Administrator account. First, we'll check everything. The domain is correct and everything. Then let's just click on Install and exit. Now I'll set the on-premise provisioning one. Open my administrator Windows PowerShell. So in this, our objective is to create the new Azure Active Directory Kerberos Server object in Active Directory. I'll provide these commands in the description box below. It will ask for username and passwords. Sign into my Microsoft account. Go to Azure Active Directory, search here Microsoft Entra ID. Microsoft Entra Connect, then go to Cloud Sync. Select New Configuration. Add to Microsoft ID Sync. Write the domain name. Click on Create. In Review and Enable, we'll enable the configuration and then restart the sync. Go to Audit Logs, select the column, initiated by columns Microsoft Azure Sync. Microsoft Entra ID. Now we'll search for Microsoft Entra ID, go to the user section, then Azure Active Directory Kerberos Server we can see here. Encryption Consulting on-premise. Then in cloud, go to devices, enroll the devices, Windows Hello for Business. So on our virtual machine, go to Server Manager, then Tools, then Active Directory Users and Computers, then Domain Controllers. Now we can see that Azure Active Directory Kerberos is mentioned here. Let's set up group policies now. For group policies, search for Group Policy Management. Expand the forest. Expand domains. In Group Policy Object, select the default policy, default domain policy, then right-click, then edit. In computer configuration, expand policies, then expand administrative templates, then Windows component, then go to Windows Hello for Business. Select standard for business use. Now we can see that various settings will configure here. Use Windows Hello for Business, enabled OK. Use hardware security device and then click on OK. The use certificate for on-premise authentication biometrics. We'll enable this also, then OK. Now I'll show you how to create new policies in Azure Active Directory. For that, go to Devices, Configuration Policies. Create new policy. Platform, Windows 10 and later. Select profile type, settings catalog, and click on create. Add encryption consulting Windows Hello name in starting. Windows Hello for Business, use Passport for work. Check. Use Cloud Trust for on-premise authentication. Click on Next. Then Add Group. Then Intune text. Then click on Create. And that's how a new profile is created. So this brings me to the end of my video. Hope you like the video. For more of such content, please contact us at info@encryptionconsulting.com or visit us at www.encryptionconsulting.com. Thank you.